I have a 2017 Honda Civic here. I'm working on the starter. So the customer brings in the car, they replaced the battery already, but the car still won't start. And I diagnosed it and found out it was a starter. So when I crank the car, I can hear the starter spins, but it only spins itself like on one spot. It doesn't push out the shaft to spin the engine. So I'm gonna crank it right now so you guys can hear the grind noise. It spins, but you can hear the grind noise on the starter. So I'm gonna crank it right now for you to hear. You can, I don't know if you guys can hear it clearly, but it's a really grinding noise. So the starter just spins itself on one spot. So I'm gonna replace the starter. So first thing you're gonna do is take out the negative battery terminal, and make sure you don't have the key in the ignition. Honda do have a lot of problem with the starter. It's a very common issue. First thing first, if you're doing this on the floor, it's gonna be a lot harder. But first thing you're gonna do is take out the wheel so you have some room. Then next you're gonna take out this black bracket right here. This is the one right here. Let me show you from the bottom view. So you're gonna take out this bracket right here. There's two bolts holding it, and then there's one right here on this side. Pull this tab. You gotta pull this tab up. You can see the bolt right here. It's a 12 millimeter. My hand's really small, so it's easy for me to get in. This one's the one I just bought. It's remanufactured. It's not OEM. Here's the better view for you to see. Here's the two bolts that's holding onto the starter right here and right here. And the battery cable that I'm telling you is this nut right here. To get to the two bolts that's holding to the starter, I'm using my 18-inch extension, 1/2, and my swivel. There you go, just like that. So here I got the starter out this way. Clearly, I can see this starter is bad. Look at that. That's why it's spinning one spot. The body is broken. Look at the new one. You can see that, right? Look at the old one. It's completely broken. All the metal piece, everything's shattered in there. But I'm gonna show you how to test the starter. So now I'm gonna test the starter. I got my jumper. So I got my jumper hooked onto the positive to the positive of the starter, and the ground I grounded to the body. So I'm gonna use the alligator lead to jump power into the connector, which is the signal wire. So once I touch the terminal in here, the starter is gonna jump. That means the starter good. So let me show you from another angle. So for the good starter, you can see that the gear was being pushed out and spinned. And I'm gonna show you the bad starter, which is this one. So same thing, I'm gonna hook it up, the signal terminal, I'm gonna touch it to the positive, and I'm gonna show you the bad starter. You can see that this gear right here is spinning one spot, not like the new one. The new one, it pushes out the gear and then spins the engine, hits the flywheel, spins the engine. But since this is broken right here, that's why it has nowhere to hold itself and push the gear out to spin the engine. So bad starter. So I got the bolt tightened down with my finger. I'm just gonna hit it with the 3/8 just a little bit. Done. That's all you need. The top one. There you go. That's it. So you can see I got the connector back in. I got the bracket back in. So to get the bracket out, you just pull on this tab right here, the one in the middle, pull it up and push it out. And I got the positive cable back on. make sure you don't forget the bracket right here that's holding onto the manifold. You do everything, you can put the wheel back and put your negative terminal on the battery back. Reconnect my negative terminal. For some of you, if you have a different problem, like if you check the battery is good. If you check the starter is good. Let's say like if you key on and there's no light turn on the car at all, like inside, no lights at all, you would check for this fuse right here, the backup fuse right here, which is the 10 amps, 18. So this is the fuse that you're going to be checking. So if you key on with no light and nothing, that is most likely the fuse you're going to be checking for. So now let's see if the car starts. Should start. Key on. There you go. Bad starter. So like I said, if you key on and there's no light, nothing, no light on the cluster, nothing on the radio or anything, the backup fuse would be the fuse that you're going to be checking for. So let me start it again. So this one's just the bad starter. But that's it for this video. If you like my video, leave it a thumbs up, comment down below, ask me anything you want to ask me. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you, and subscribe, guys. Thank you.